spend some time with the legendary Lee Canady. Good morning, one and all, and good morning, Mr. Canady. How you doing?
Good morning, Ryan. How you doing?
Doing fine. Your store stood northwest of the Detroit River, about a stone's throw from the great and mighty Fort Detroit. You would not want to throw a stone through your gorgeous record store displays, which looked as though price was no object. You built your own indoor displays while your workers and record label representative contacts built your window displays. How did your window display change and improve from 1959 to 1984?
Well, it changed about, every day you try to get better and better on what you've done. Even writing, you try to write better today than you did yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's the improvement that I did, I try to be up with what's happening now, And so you change as day go by. Tomorrow's not, you don't know what's going to be tomorrow.
You had showcases on both sides of the store when you walked in. You'd have to walk between them, and you would take album covers, Mr. Canady, and you'd make a design on the wall with silver wallpaper behind them that would show through the gaps.
Right. Well, just like this, straight windows on this side, the door's right here. You got to go up so far, and then you open the door. But the showcase, you're already in between the two glass windows. And they had fluorescent lights, and then lit it up and spotlight shining on the album cover. Christmas, I put a Christmas tree in there maybe, do something on the snowflakes on the wallpaper in the back and put an album cover. This is a gift. I did just like other stores display things. Only I was displaying records.
Well, you exactly what you just said. Just like other stores, except you did it instead of with other merchandise, with music merchandise, which you said before you got from your first department store job when you first came to Detroit in 1959, I believe it was.
Right, but it was a department store.
Zolkowers
in Allen Park. Well, they had manicures in there, people dressed, hats, shoes, whatever. You might have umbrella. For spraying, they have different. I did the record store the same way. No, I was doing records. That's all.
There were good-looking pictures of entertainers on the wall, and people would come into your store and they just stop and stand and stare at the pictures because they wanted to emulate the fashion. But you said that fashion really started with the entertainers. They set the standard. They were the avant-garde.
They might come by and look at the windows and see what the Temptation is wearing. Well, I'm going to get me that and go down the street, try to buy something, a copy of that. It wouldn't be a copy, similar. Yeah. But I'm just still saying that's the way it was. The entertainers, they projected the style.
Yeah. They were the tastemakers. Like you were a tastemaker. Lionel Richie's brother started wearing Playboy glasses because of you.
I don't know who he started.
Or after you noticed, but
we was at a concert and I was backstage and he kept looking at my glasses and I hadn't even noticed that,
It's just something you had, yeah.
Yeah, and he had the same glasses, Playboy.
He already had them, but he saw how cool they looked on you, and it made him look at it a different way.
He made a statement.
Yeah. No, those are kind of Playboy glasses. Am I wrong, or the ones you have on now?
They're not Playboy. I don't remember the name. I got several
they're stylish,
glasses. Yeah. But because when Elton John came out on the scene, I used to wear different shades of glasses. My ex-wife
before Elton
right.
John. Yeah.
And then he did the same thing, so it just went viral. People had different glasses. I noticed that the person I don't really like is Whoopi Goldberg.
Did you ever meet her?
No, I don't. I never cared for her.
Yeah.
I didn't care for her look in the back any day. I thought I don't want to get into Whoopi, but she wears different glasses. A lot of people have a lot of glasses now, but I was doing this in the early 60s. Yeah. Late 60s, I mean.
Yeah.
Early 70s.
I'm not saying Whoopi Goldberg was spiteful, but when you walked around her, you went through a couple zip codes. She was spiteful, I'm telling you. Spiteful lady. But hey,
as a person, I don't like the things she said.
No, I'm just saying a fat joke. I'm saying spiteful instead of fat. It's like sort of a Norm Macdonald reference. In your store, you had incense burning. You had hanging things from the ceiling, hanging plants.
They had balloons and flowers come out on, I think, in
What color?
green. The flowers be white and pink, I think. It's beautiful stuff. Things hanging,
Where were they
the
hanging
vine.
from? Where were they hanging from?
The fluorescent lights about 8 or 10 feet long,
12
something,
feet or
12 like that.
Yeah.
I had them hanging up there, with them.
From the light itself.
Right,
Yeah.
and it looked good, and it was stylish. Went along in my store, and I had black light posters. I had T-shirts. This is one of my T-shirts here. I was doing this and selling T-shirts, and then
And buttons. I saw before we left into your apartment, you had a button with that same on there.
right.
Yeah.
I had
Same design.
keychains. I had matches, different things. I did, but matches. People they were in a paper bag at the time.
Paper, cardboard,
Right,
cardboard, little,
cardboard.
yeah.
And I was selling incense, cigarette papers, like a smoke shop. I was one of the first, because they didn't want that downtown. I was bold. I did it. No one said anything about it.
Man.
I had all that kind of stuff, and the black lights. When you go in the room, psychedelics. They had the kind of thing. But I changed as every day. When things change, I change.
Yeah.
And it was a hip store, and so and all that went along with the music. And then, like I said, the matches, with people going to buy, they had change coming back, and they always give me some matches and keep the change. I got advertising because my logo was on the matches.
And
phone
you made
number.
money off the change.
Right,
Perfect.
right.